Hello everybody, and this is the holiday guy, and I want to talk about something. Um, why I am probably not getting tug of war clowns, and you're probably thinking, what now? Do you know what kind of ruined this prop? And I don't know. Two things that I think could have been better. And honestly, I don't know why they wouldn't do this. Um, but, okay. So, the kid. And I honestly think this would have been really cool if the kid's legs actually were like moving, like she was kicking, trying to get free. And they could have changed the scream up. I don't know. What I think they really should have done is got like Nibbles the Clown, repainted him to a different color, and animate him so when his legs move, it looks like he's kicking, trying to get free, and he's laughing. Um, I don't know why they wouldn't do that, and honestly, they should have. Um, and you know what? You know what would have been really cool if they were playing tug of war, and like one of them said, "Looks like our friend here, Nibbles the Clown, wanted to play tug of war with us." And when the clown with the green hair said that, when he's looking at you, his head should turn and look at the other clown when he's talking, and then look back at you when the other clown talks, and what the other clown should say, "Yeah, I am very happy that we get to tear apart our friend." And he starts laughing or something. Like, honestly, that would have been so much better. And if they did that, I would have bought tug of war clowns. And honestly, the heads should have moved. They should have looked at you and then looked back at each other when they're talking. And I honestly think they could have done that. And maybe Seasonal Visions did not want to do that because it's too much money. Too much money. Seasonal Visions, I want you guys to get this video at the Seasonal Visions because honestly, they need to hear this because tug of war clowns could have been a lot better. And honestly, they could have. They could have been better. Like, the clowns look fantastic. The animation, the movement, the tug of war movement is good. But their heads should have moved back and forth when they're talking. Like, their head when they're looking at you, it should have went like this and looked straight at the other clown when they're talking, then look back at you when they're done talking, and then when the other clown talks, it looks at the other clown, and then looks at you again. And Nibbles the Clown, if they couldn't repaint the Nibbles the Clown, have him the same one from Psycho Circus KG, and just have his legs have a kicking motion when he's laughing. And that would have been really cool. Like, 3 clowns animated. Like, that would have been so cool. And honestly, it could have been done. But I guess Seasonal Visions didn't want to pay an extra $200. That would have been almost $1,000. But you know what? That would have been a lot better. And honestly, if they did that with the moving clown heads and Nibbles the Clown kicking when he's laughing, and honestly, they should have gave Nibbles the Clown a latex head so his mouth can move and his head can go back and forth. That would have been really cool too. And they didn't do that, unfortunately. And Seasonal Visions, if you can't do this year, come out with another model of tug of war clowns in 2020 and make the heads move when they're talking, looking at each other, then look back at you when they're done talking. And do like, put a Nibbles the Clown make them do tug of war with Nibbles the Clown, and have the legs kick when Nibbles the Clown starts laughing when they're playing tug of war. But the 6-foot clowns that are playing tug of war, their heads should move. And I don't know why they didn't do that, because honestly, it doesn't look normal when the clowns are just staring at you the whole time and they're doing tug of war. I don't like that. And honest to God, guys, if I got tug of war clowns, I would literally get 2 wiper motors just to make the clown's head move back and forth. And I would redesign it. And they would keep moving, but, you know, it still would be more lifelike than just freaking, like, they're looking at you the whole time when they're playing tug of war. And it's so, like, it's not lifelike at all. And Seasonal Visions, I hope you learn from this, because honestly, I'm actually pretty disappointed in tug of war clowns. I mean, the phrases are good, the design of the clowns are good, the animation of the tug of war is good, but you could have done so much better. You could have took another $300, so that's $700, but like, you could have made this prop amazing. Like, you could have made this your best prop ever made easily. And even though it's a lot of money, a lot of people are not happy with the tug of war clowns because you keep using the same scream over again. After I said I don't mind the scream, it bothers me. I watched the video today and it's pretty annoying. And I agree with everybody. Tug of war clowns is one of my least favorite props of the year, just for that reason. You know what I mean, guys? Like, I'm not into the child props anymore. Like, they're getting old. You guys don't change anything about the kid props. You have the same scream, and it's just getting old. We need something new. And I hope you guys agree with me too, because the kid props, honestly, are just getting old. And I would like to see something new, guys. But I don't know. Because honestly, the kid prop honestly should have been animated. Because she's sitting there, they're playing tug of war with this kid, this female child, and literally she doesn't do anything, but all you hear is a scream. And she doesn't move, she doesn't kick her legs, and it doesn't make any sense. And honestly, it's kind of disappointing. So Seasonal Visions, if you make another model of tug of war clowns for 2020, make the heads move. So when the clowns are looking at you, one clown's head moves and looks at the other clown when they're talking. Because it makes the clowns so much more lifelike. And if you come back with them, if you can't make the head latex for mouth movement, put Nibbles the Clown for them playing tug of war with, not a kid. Nibbles the Clown. And make Nibbles the Clown's legs kick like this, like kind of fast, and make him laugh. And if you can't make his mouth move, make his head move back and forth like he's looking at the clowns. And that would be so cool. Now, I don't know how hard that would be to make, but if you can make it happen, please make this happen, guys. For next year, I think we should all tell Seasonal Visions that you guys should make another version of tug of war clowns. Because honestly, guys, I think we need a better tug of war prop. That tug of war prop, guys, did not do it for me, and I know a lot of you guys are super disappointed, and I am. So like all my Haunter friends, I think we should give Seasonal Visions an idea for next year and make sure it happens. Because, like, when you look at the video, literally tug of war clowns, the prototype, they're looking at each other the whole time. That's better. When they're just looking at you doing this and talking to each other, it looks weird. It doesn't make any sense. It's not realistic at all. You know what I mean? So guys, I think we should all let No Seasonal Visions what we want, what prop we should get for 2020. A new model of tug-of-war clowns. And what they should do is make both of the heads move. Like I said, when they're looking at you and then they go to talk, one of the clowns looks at the clown this way, and then when the other clown goes to talk, this clown's head goes this way and looks at you. And you know what I mean? Like the kid, they shouldn't even have been playing with a kid tug of war. It should have been Nibbles the clown, and his feet are kicking and he's laughing and his head's moving, or his feet is kicking. One of them would have been awesome. And honest to God, it could have been a lot better. And yes, it would have been more money, but honestly, guys, would you rather spend $469 on a prop that is not realistic, or would you rather pay like $700 on a prop that's very realistic? You know what I mean? And I guess Seasonal Visions thinks $700 is overpriced. To be honest, $700 for a prop that's very realistic is worth the money. I would totally buy it. And Seasonal Visions, I'm letting you know right now, if you can make a new model of tug of war clowns next year, the way I just said that it should have been, that would be awesome. Because if you did that, I would buy it. And unfortunately, we're not going to get it this year. But if they can do it next year, that would be amazing. I have a prop on my mind, but it's not tug of war clowns. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Because honestly, tug of war clowns is actually disappointing for these reasons. The phrases are good, but they could have added more movement. Like $469 is not worth it. Like it doesn't look right when the clowns are looking at you the whole time when they're doing tug of war. Their heads should move, and they don't. It would have been so much more realistic. And Nibbles the clown should have been getting torn apart, and he's laughing and kicking his feet or moving his head. But it would have been awesome if they did that. It would have made the prop so much more better, and I would have definitely bought it. But you know what I mean, guys? Like, it is disappointing. And I think if they couldn't change it as a clown, you know what they should have done? They should have made like a 4-foot child, like a 4-foot kid, a 4-foot kid, life-size 4-foot kid, and they're playing tug of war with her while she's tied up or something. Like, change it up, you know what I mean? And they didn't, but it's still cool, you know what I mean? I'm not disappointed. Actually, I am pretty disappointed, but what do you guys think? What's your opinion on tug of war clowns? Because I honestly am not even a fan of them anymore. Like they kind of just, I don't know. They really didn't take the time with this one, and it's super disappointing. So let me know what you guys think. Tug of war clowns could have been a lot better. I know some of you guys are fans of tug of war clowns, but I'm not. They just ruined the prop completely. Like, honestly, like, it's not realistic at all. And $469, it should be cheaper than that. The only reason why it's $469 is because the clowns are 6 feet, they're both animatronics, and it's a big prop. That's it. It's a big prop. It's huge. And I'm not buying it because it's huge. I was going to, but I just realized that's a bad idea. You know what I mean? But let me know what you guys think. I wish they did this, but if they don't do it, I hope they do it next year. And we're probably going to see a different kind of tug of war prop next year. And if it's not clowns, they better give it head movement and not a kid, something else, because I don't know, I think the kids are just getting overused and old. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I'll see you guys in another horrifying video.